Good morning. My name is Pastor Van. I'm the director of Way of the Cross International. And we want to kind of give you a panoramic view of the new Gateway Camp in Mexico. If you fly in to Harlingen, Texas, United and Southwest both fly into there. And also in Brownsville, they fly in, American flies in. And once you get to Harlingen at the airport, you're exactly 30 minutes from our camp here in Mexico. And once you cross the Mexico border, within 10 minutes you're on the camp. The camp is out in the country, and it's on like 32 acres of ground. And we pretty well completed it. We're really excited about what God is doing here. So if you would, follow me down. On into the camp, you can kind of get an idea of the size of the camp. And one thing that's very exciting for me is the ponds. We've already got ropes out here where you can go swinging out into the pond. Now, we've had a lot of water here lately, so the water is over our bridge. This is we consider this one of the 9th wonders of the world, our Way of the Cross bridge across the pond. But right now, the bridge is underwater. The ponds are so full. Way of the Cross has its own ship over here to the right. So if you have time and you get bored, you can always get in our boat and take a cruise around the pond. And believe it or not, there are some fish in this pond. Not very big ones, but there are some fish in the pond. And it's just a wonderful place to come and sit and enjoy when you have them in. Our staff housing, and our director Moses and his family live in this house, and also from time to time our staff stay in here. And it's a very nice house. It's quite big, and it's comfortable for our camp director, and I just praise the Lord for that. You can see that there are quite a few buildings on this property. We have renovated all of them and painted them and made sure that everything is in good state of repair. This camp we bought from another ministry, and it's been laying vacant for 10 or 12 years. So we have just tried to fix everything up and get everything back in very, very good conditions. As we have in our other camps, we have a place to where you can just get alone with the Lord. And we call them our spiritual walks. And this is our spiritual walk. It ends up down here at the pond. But come down the walkway with me. We've planted many flowers and trees on the walkway. They're just now starting to grow, so it'll be a year before they'll be up real big. But then we have a little tent we set up down here to where we can have benches and chairs where you can just come down and relax when you come in at the end of the day from serving the Lord. One of our staff said, Brother Ben, you kind of had a problem keeping the path straight. And if you look at it, it takes a lot of zigs and zags, but we also have a missionary training school here. And I use the zigs and zags in this path as kind of a picture of how kind of our life is. It kind of twists and turns around, but it's just a beautiful place to get out. Early in the morning, there's lighting out here, so even if you're up early, like 4 o'clock in the morning, you can come out and walk this path. This is all part of the spiritual walk. When you get here, there'll be benches for you to just come out here and sit. And as you look at the grounds, you can see they're very beautiful. We worked hard to try to get everything up in good shape here. Over here on the left is a standby generator. So if our power goes off, we still have power, which is not too uncommon in Mexico. or Nicaragua. The big facility over here on the right is 29,000 square feet. That facility also we bought when we got the property. And it's right now there's a small orphanage occupying that facility. And we allowed them to stay until they find another place, another 2, 3, 4 years, something like that. And until they kind of get their facility built for the orphanage. You can get a better idea of how our facilities are laid out. Believe it or not, we have our own basketball court. I got to put the basketball hoops back up, but there's just lots of room to come out and enjoy yourself and to play here on the camp. Some of the kids from the orphanage and some of our ministry kids, they're wanting to build tree houses in these trees. And once again, the spiritual walk, it goes around most of the camp. We're not going to finish the walk until it ends. We're going to go and start going into the facilities here where you can kind of see where it would be, where you're going to eat, where you're going to sleep. I'll continue to follow. We store our equipment, our mowing equipment in there, and our tools, but also we were able to get semi-truckloads of food across the border, and when we get it across, we store it here in this warehouse. And we share it with other pastors, and also we use it for our outreach work. Welcome you to come into the chapel. And we're excited about this. We've been working on it. We need to get some chairs for in here, but we'll have them pretty quick. We can handle at least a couple of hundred people in this chapel real easy. And if you notice, we have many flags in here. Many of these flags are from where the cross has worked or been, or our missionaries have been. It's exciting. You can really feel the presence of the Lord in this chapel. We'd like to share right here at the back of the chapel. There are dorms on the bottom and dorms up on the top that will hold about 25 people. And over to our right is our office facilities over here. And then over here, we have kind of dorms up on the top and a couple of rooms that we really haven't done anything with other than just paint. Come on back this way. And come in to our kitchen facilities. This is always very exciting. This chapel is set up very much like our chapel is in Eldama. We have chapel in here. It's God's house first, but it seconds is a place for everybody to eat, and then we have all of our cooking facilities here. And we got pretty good cooking equipment. We're pretty excited. And our camp director's wife, she's the one that does a lot of the cooking. And she is one of the best cooks for Mexican food you could ever imagine. So you'll have, if you come here, you'll have some really good food. You'll have some American type food, but you also have Mexican food, good Mexican food. Lots of hot sauce. We have back in this room, I know it looks a little bit junky, but it's a water purification room. It purifies all the drinking water, all the cooking water and everything, which is really, really neat. I'm very blessed to have that. We're fixing to go from the chapel area to the dorms here. But we also want to bring it to your attention. We're not in the city at all. We're way out in the country. We're surrounded by cotton fields and okra and corn. And it's just a very, very beautiful area, even if you're off of the camp. So come this way with me. Right now we're putting together benches and getting stuff to where you can just sit and seek the face of the Lord. And most of you know I'm a very early morning person, so it's always neat to have all kinds of places where you can just go and sit down and spend time with the Lord early in the morning or at night. Our dorm facilities, if you take all of them and put them together, we can handle just, I think, like 210 people here pretty comfortably. And these are big facilities. As you come in them, this is the boys' dorm. There's lots of room for everybody. In most cases, there's always, unless we have some kind of huge team, there's always bottom bunks. Right now, we're in the process of purchasing some new mattresses so that you'll be even more comfortable when you stay here. These dorms are fully air conditioned. Lots of outlets for your phone, ceiling fans. It's just they're just a very nice style of dorm, and not too crowded at all. Now this is a girls' dorm. It's a little open right now. We've got plenty of beds in here. It's just the last group that we have in here wanted to have a place where they could do their meetings in here in the air conditioning. So their team wasn't that big, so they could still sleep everybody, but they could have their meetings in here. But this is a girls' dorm. Lots of room, lots of beds. Now, we didn't walk all the way around the spiritual walk, but here's the other end of the spiritual walk. This is where if you get up, you want to go out and spend time with the Lord, you start on it here and you end up down at the pond. These are bathroom shower facilities. This happens to be the boys. Lots of showers. Let's continue on in our voyage. Or to the girls' bathroom. If you look, you'll see a sidewalk coming out the side of the building and coming down. Sidewalk for the boys, where they can just easily get to the bathroom facilities. And there also is a sidewalk from the girls' dorm over there where they can get onto their bathroom. And some of you may remember the days when you had to take cold showers. Well, this camp will spoil you because it's got hot water heaters, nice warm water, very, very comfortable. It's a little fancier than the guys. It's got tile floors, but basically set up kind of the same way. Lots of showers. All the showers have a shower area, but they have facility. and we worked real hard to try to get it finished up on the outside, but it still needs lots of work on the inside. Go ahead and follow me in, just in case you or your team might have a little time to help us with some plumbing and things. Needs new doors. The sheetrock on the ceiling has fell down. Needs new bathroom stools, new shower faucets, and probably some sinks. This bathroom was kind of abandoned many years ago. Now we have great bathroom facilities for everybody that comes. You just saw those, but if anybody wants to come and have a little project that would really be a blessing to us, we'd love to get this up and operational for the future. I'd like to introduce Pastor Moses to you. He is the director of this camp. Him and his wife and their children, they take just their beautiful care of the camp, and we also have opened up the camp for retreat centers for our Mexican brothers and sisters here on the Mexico side, and but you will be getting to know Pastor Moses, and of course you all know Solomon.
Hola.
He's been around the ministry for 100 years, and he's going to translate for Moses. And we'd just like to introduce Pastor Moses to you.
Hermano Moisés.
Buenos días.
Good morning.
Dios los bendiga.
God bless you.
Estamos aquí en este lugar
We're in this place
haciéndoles una invitación
making an invitation
para que ustedes vengan y conozcan este lindo lugar
so that you can come and be here in this camp.
donde usted puede pasar un momento especial en este lugar.
That you can have a special moment here.
Queremos que usted lo experimente al venir a este
I
lugar.
want you to experiment the feeling of being here in this camp.
Es un lugar donde puedes encontrar la paz,
And there's a lot of peace in this gateway camp.
meditar en este
And
lugar,
you can come and meditate upon the Lord.
caminar.
There's a prayer walk around and pray, and
Todo está hermoso.
everything's so beautiful.
Pasarás lo mejor en este lugar.
And you're gonna have a great time.
Invitamos a todos los que quieran venir,
I invite every one of you that want to come.
que experimente este lugar
Come and experience here.
y serán bienvenidos.
And you'll be welcome.
Gracias, Dios los bendiga.
Thank you. God bless you.
A video that we're just 30 minutes from the Harlingen airport, but we want to share with you that Mexico also is a very safe place to be. Some of you have heard all kinds of horror stories, and that may have been true a few years ago. But Mexico has had a level 4 travel alert, which is probably the worst travel alert you could get, and it's really stopped a lot of our teams from coming. Then last year they dropped it to a level 3, and then here just in May, I think May the 18th, they dropped it down to a level 2, which is what most other countries have as safe. So don't fear about bringing your young people, your teenagers, and if you've ever worked with Way of the Cross, you'll also know that we watch over you like oh mother hen. We know where you're at, we know what you're doing, and we don't put you in harm's way of any kind. So we work with you, we watch over you, and we protect you in every way. This country is very gentle, and the people right now, they so badly need us to come in and share the gospel and to take care of them in all other kinds of ways, from construction to medical, and you name it. And I'm really excited about what's going to happen in Mexico this next year. So please consider coming to Mexico. This is just a beautiful place to be. If you come to our camp at the Gateway, we're going to make you tacos and hamburgers and hot dogs, right fresh off the grill.